中高生の基礎英語
In English! Hello, everybody, and thank you for being with us. My name is Gary Scott Fine.
Hi, everyone. I'm Hannah Grace. I'm so happy you joined us today.
Hello, I'm 中村陸 Let's have a fun week!
Let's
Yay!
do it.
All right, then. Let's start the lesson.
Topic 20. Day 1.
Let's warm up by chatting about this week's topic, which is...
Do you volunteer? Do you volunteer?
To volunteer. Riku, do you know what to volunteer means?
To volunteer means charity?
Ah, yes.
Something like that, yes. To volunteer means to choose to do something that you don't have to do.
Yes. You say, I'll do it, even though you don't have to do it, and you won't get paid. You won't get money to do it.
That's right. When you volunteer, you don't get paid.
What are some examples of ways that people volunteer?
Well, some people volunteer by cleaning places like parks and beaches.
Right. They take away paper and bottles and plastic to help keep those places clean.
Riku, can you think of another example of something that people do to volunteer?
In summer festival, is I help people make kachigori and...
Yeah.
So you help with your local festival.
Yes.
That's great. Good
Great
example.
yes.
You could also volunteer by spending time with people, talking or doing activities with them.
Yes, and you can help tutor students or do childcare for parents.
So this week, we'll be discussing our ideas about volunteer activities.
And Riku, on day 5, you'll share your thoughts about volunteering.
Okay.
Now, let's look at this week's dialogue.
Ken enters the family restaurant where he often goes to play video games with his friend Dale.
He sees his classmate Saki sitting alone. He walks up to her.
Saki?
Ken,
You're alone?
I was meeting my friend, but she couldn't make it.
Oh, great. I mean, I'm meeting my friend too, but I'm early. Can I join you? Just for a minute?
Sure.
Thanks. I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes?
Could you do me a favor?
Maybe. What is it?
Would you be willing to tutor a classmate in math? I'm asking for a friend.
Well, I'm kind of busy. I do a lot of volunteer work on the weekends.
Really? Like what?
I walk around different neighborhoods, picking up trash. Do you volunteer?
I'd like to. But it takes so much time and energy.
But it's worth it. It makes the world better. And it makes me feel good about myself.
I'm just one person. I don't think I can change the world.
If everybody does a little, it can make a big difference.
Saki, you're such a good person. I wish you were my...
Oh, what's he going to say?
So, Riku, what were you able to catch?
I caught Ken is...
He's having a little trouble
Yes.
speaking. Yeah, he likes Saki so much. Good. Could you catch any words, any phrases? What did you hear?
I caught volunteer and,
Yes, good.
and math.
You caught math.
Yeah.
Good.
And Ken says I'm meeting my friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the dialogue, Riku, who volunteers and who doesn't?
Do volunteers Saki?
Saki volunteers?
Yes. And Ken doesn't volunteer.
Yes, that's right. Saki volunteers and Ken doesn't.
Yes.
We'll learn more about their thoughts on day 2 and day 3.
New words.
New phrases.
The first new phrase is make it. Make it.
In the dialogue, the phrase to make it means to be at a place at a time that has been planned.
Right. For example, you could say, I'm having a party at my house on Saturday. I hope you can make it. That means, I hope you can be there.
Yeah. Or you could say, the movie starts at 3 o'clock. If we leave right now, I think we can make it. That means, if we leave right now, I think we can be on time.
Saki tells Ken, I was meeting my friend, but she couldn't make it.
Yes. Saki and her friend planned to meet each other at the family restaurant. But in the end, Saki's friend could not be there. She couldn't make it.
Our second new expression today is pick up. Pick up.
The phrase to pick up has many meanings, but in this week's dialogue it means to lift or take something using your hands.
Yes, Saki is talking about how she volunteers. She says, I walk around different neighborhoods picking up trash.
She means she goes to different places, and if she sees trash on the ground, she takes it away.
Right. So to pick up trash means to keep a place clean.
Yes. And what is trash? That's our last new expression today. Trash. Trash.
Trash is stuff that people throw away because they don't want it or need it.
Yeah. Used paper, plastic bags, empty bottles and cans are some examples of trash.
Riku, what do you do if you find a piece of trash on the floor?
I don't want to touch a piece of trash.
Oh.
I use a mop.
You use a mop.
Yes.
If you don't have a mop, what will you do?
I touch.
You'll pick it up?
Yes.
You pick it up? Do you throw it away?
Yes, where do you put the trash?
Dust box. Trash box.
Oh, in a trash box.
Yeah. A dust box, trash box, trash can. Good. Now, let's listen to the dialogue once again.
Saki?
Ken,
You're alone?
I was meeting my friend, but she couldn't make it.
Oh, great. I mean, I'm meeting my friend too, but I'm early. Can I join you? Just for a minute?
Sure.
Thanks. I've been wanting to ask you,
Yes?
could you do me a favor?
Maybe. What is it?
Would you be willing to tutor a classmate in math? I'm asking for a friend.
Well, I'm kind of busy. I do a lot of volunteer work on the weekends.
Really? Like what?
I walk around different neighborhoods, picking up trash. Do you volunteer?
I'd like to, but it takes so much time and energy.
But it's worth it. It makes the world better. And it makes me feel good about myself.
Well, I'm just one person. I don't think I can change the world.
If everybody does a little, it can make a big difference.
Saki, you're such a good person. I wish you were my...
conversation strategy.
Today's conversation strategy is asking someone to help you.
Riku, when you ask someone to help you, what might you say?
Can you help me?
Yes.
That's great. Let's look at 2 more ways to ask for help in this week's dialogue. The first one is,
Could you do me a favor? Could you do me a favor?
in the dialogue, Ken asks Saki, could you do me a favor?
Riku, do you know what a favor is?
Favor is similar to kind?
Yes. A favor is something kind, something nice that one person can do to help another person.
Yes. And when you want to ask someone to help you, you can say, Could you do me a favor?
If the help you need is something easy or simple to do, you can say, could you do me a little favor?
And if it's something difficult or very important, you can say, Could you do me a big favor?
Everybody, let's try this. Ready? Could you do me a favor? Well done.
That's a good expression to use with a friend or family member. When Ken asks Saki if she could do him a favor, she answers, Maybe. What is it?
Yeah. If someone asks you for a favor, it's usually a good idea to check what that favor is before you say yes.
Sure. You don't want to say yes and then find out that the favor is something you can't do or don't want to do.
Right. Ken asks Saki again, this time clearly saying what the favor is, using today's second phrase. Would you be willing to tutor a classmate in math? Would you be willing to tutor a classmate in math?
That means, would you agree to teach math to a classmate? So, would you be willing to X means, would you agree to do X?
Right. Okay, Riku, everyone, let's practice. You are going to ask Hana for a favor. Take a moment now to imagine what favor you will ask for. Is it a little favor? Is it a big favor? Be ready to ask Hana if she would be willing to do it. Riku, are you ready?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm ready.
Great.
Oh, hi, Riku.
Hi, Hannah. Could you do me a favor?
Oh, maybe. What is it?
Would you be willing to teach me English?
Oh, of course, anytime.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice. Okay, everyone, that's it for today. We found out from the dialogue that Saki volunteers on weekends. Riku, what do you do on weekends?
Usually, I play games. But now, I study.
Oh, that's good.
How about you, Geri-sensei and Hannah?
I try to catch up on rest, and sometimes we'll have a family activity, or I'll do something fun with my hobby.
That's nice.
Nice.
Sometimes I still have jobs, but mostly I like to rest and read and spend time with friends or my husband.
That sounds nice. Okay, tomorrow we'll find out more about Ken's thoughts. So, until then,
Bye.
bye.